interesting guest coming up shortly. We're going to be looking at holidays, and I'm sure in an ideal world we'd like for somebody else to sort of take full control and book a nice vacation for us. But let's get some more insight into the research. We've got TV personality Binky Felstead. Welcome to the show. Great to have you on board, Binky. Tell us the rundown. What's the sort of research tell us about people preferring somebody else to do all the work for them?
Okay, I'm sorry to say that I am one of those people that I leave it to my husband to book the holidays, only because I just find it quite overwhelming, quite stressful, and I'm worried about booking the wrong flights or wrong hotel. I'm obviously conscious to get the right place. So my husband is the one who's been booking the holidays, but Skyscanner have just launched a new amazing new part to their platform where you can book the hotel as well as the flights, transfers. You can filter it to what your budget is. So it's a real bit of a game changer.
Absolutely. So with that, Binky, so for example, say like if I had a destination in mind, I could book everything all in one with the new function. Am I correct in thinking that, or?
Absolutely. Yeah. And you can also book for as far as Mexico, Mauritius, Maldives, and obviously the more places in Europe, but everything is just taken care of, and also for the best price as well, because obviously it's a price comparison for both the hotel and the flights, and you can, like I said before, you can filter it to how much money you want to spend on this holiday.
Okay, that's interesting, to be fair. I mean, the thing, I mean, I have to admit, I do use Skyscanner myself and that sort of stuff. I suppose it's one of them, if you've got somewhere in mind to go. Yeah, I think the thing for me, it can, like, when you're booking something, it can get a bit bitty, if that makes any sense. It's like you book one thing one place, one the other, and that's been one of my things for a long time. I've always felt it'd be just easier if I can just get everything from one central thing, you know. Plus, exactly. On top of that, it's the transfers is the one that appeals to me, because sometimes it's sort of like one of them. You're not sure if you can get a taxi, or if the taxi you get in some places, if it's legit, or you're going to get around the houses.
Exactly. Yeah, everything's exactly. That's what I love about it as well. And having the kids, it's just so much easier and clearer. You know what you're getting, and I feel like I think my husband would be very happy if I also took control and actually planned something for the family myself, rather than leaving it up to him the whole time. And it's quite a fun thing to do together as well. When you've put the kids to bed, or you've got back from work, and you come together, and you can even plan something for a girls' trip or a boys' trip, or a hen do. You know that it's super clear, and you're getting the best price, and it's all there in one place. So it just makes everything so much easier. It's time efficient, which I think time is obviously the real luxury, and you don't have to feel overwhelmed by anything.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I suppose in saying that, some people might get the buzz, Binky, from doing all the booking. Sometimes I have to admit, if I'm booking somewhere, for example, I might book a football weekend somewhere, or to watch a game and whatever else, really. It's a bit of a buzz, for example, to sort of sit down and sort of like, kind of plan it, and if that sort of makes any sense, it's like a bit of a buzz to sort
Absolutely.
of like, yeah, sort of sitting down.
You definitely have those people. You definitely have people like me, I think, who just want it to be so simple and easy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree entirely. I mean, there is that too. I think sometimes if somebody else is booking it, to be fair, my thoughts are, I suppose it's sort of like, just sort of that kind of an idea of where I want to stay and that sort of stuff. I think that, like you said, there's different people. Obviously we'll get the buzz and want to know, but just sort of clarify, because it's quite interesting, really. I mean, I can use an example here. Let's say, for example, I'm an hour about whether to go to the football World Cup. It's going to be in Canada, America, and Mexico this year. I was going to say next year. This year, I should say. Does this extend to the States as well? Binky, do you know, or is that sort of outside?
Yeah, so it could be used to book premium long-haul holidays. Yeah. And obviously, and other less costly destinations. So it really is for anyone with a budget, or it's all there for you to see on the app or on Skyscanner Net.
So there's a budget too. So for example, if I want to go across to, say, European country, for example, and I've got in mind what I want to sort of pay, I can do it that way, or like
exactly that.
Yeah, no,
yeah, it is brilliant. It is brilliant.
Yeah, and that's really.
And I guess, and I think, like I keep saying, time is obviously is key. It's luxury, and just to be able to know and also if you're doing like a big group, destination holiday. I mean, it's going to be it's so much easier to do it through that way. I believe
Absolutely.
But my husband's going to be very happy. I think. I mean, he just booked us a package holiday to Mexico for Christmas and New Year, and with having 3 kids, you just want to know you're, like you said, also booking legitly as well. Like you said about the transfers,
absolutely.
That's where I think I'd get very flustered and be a bit overthink everything a little bit. I think.
Absolutely. So, I speak from like anecdotal experience, Binky. I've been in situations before where it's sort of like sometimes you're on a flight and whatever it is, however long it is, and you sort of, depending when you got the flight, you're sort of sometimes tired and just want to get to a hotel and relax, and the last thing you want is sort of like to try and figure out who's. And you've got
100 people kind of wanting you to
get
off the airplane. It's quite you're knackered, like you say.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just like, actually, just get me there. Just
precisely.
Start the holiday.
Precisely. No, exactly.
You have to be careful.
Exactly, especially.
And also, you don't want to get ripped off.
Yeah, no, exactly. Or even just go around the houses, really, in terms of sort of like for the extra. I've had that before where they just go around the houses in terms of I'm almost like I'll give you the extra 20, 30, just take me where you don't have to go now. I just want to get where I've got to go type thing. But no, that's really interesting. So I'll definitely sort of check that one out. I do use Skyscanner, to be fair. The only thing with it sometimes for me, being I find for me the price. What I don't know if they've got that, but what I could do with is maybe they've got that feature. I don't know, but if I could make one recommendation is a price notification would really work well. Where sometimes obviously the price. There's been times when I've waited and it's been I've saved a lot of money, but there's been times when I haven't waited and it's cost me more to go where I want to go type thing. So having a price notification would be quite useful too. To be fair. In terms of
they have definitely got an option where you can put in how much you'd like to spend. Search would stick to that.
No, definitely, and because the thing is too, different times of year, to be fair, depending on where you're going, can cost different as well. So it can make a big difference if you even the space of a few days can make a huge difference in cost as well. So.
Absolutely, especially for those last minute kind of, I think everyone's looking at the sky at the moment thinking, oh my gosh, how nice would it be to get away somewhere hot?
Half term's coming up in February,
run away from the January, February blues.
Absolutely, February half term's probably a perfect time for a lot of people to start looking at things as well. And just out of interest, Binky, if there's any, have you got, I know, just putting it out there, anyone sort of thinking about a family holiday, any sort of recommendations where people could look into, to be fair? Have you got, speaking anecdotally, I know different places for different people type thing, but is any sort of place that you can sort of suggest is worth looking at?
I mean, we've just come back from Mexico. It's obviously a long haul flight, but really lovely. I think I've got 3 young kids, so put them on a beach and you just don't have to they're just very happy playing for hours with making sandcastles, and that's always wonderful to see. I also love skiing, so skiing is obviously very popular in the February half term, although they are too young, I think, for me to be taking them yet. But there's lots of, I mean, even going to Europe, places around Europe, I love going to the countryside with the kids, just getting out and in the forest and the fields, just exploring new places. I think we're quite outdoorsy families, so just exploring and experiencing new places.
And absolutely
really important, I think, as much as you can, and of course everyone has got a budget, and I think this is where it comes in. It's just a really lovely.
Yeah, and absolutely, no, for sure. And I think there are definitely deals to be had, that's for sure. I mean, obviously, sort of like, no, it's not always easy financially, but there are, I think people would probably be amazed that there are, decent deals out there as well. Like,
and actually really fantastic hotels, which which I think is brilliant. You get 5-star hotels on this platform.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's even like the location of the hotel as well can be a big thing in terms of accessibility. That's the sort of things in the past where I've booked a hotel that's been like a long way away from where I needed to be type thing. Yeah, absolutely. A long way away to the airport, a long way away from sort of the city, and it can be a bit of a nightmare, really.
That's why I don't think. I think that's why I've not trusted myself to book anything yet, because probably in a different country.
Yeah. It might work out for the best sometimes. Who knows? But is there a website they can go to? Obviously, our listeners listening, you think I want to give it a bash, and
Absolutely, Skyscanner Net, and then the Skyscanner app on your mobile phone as well.
Brilliant. I'll get on there this week and start looking into this World Cup. Absolutely, I'm trying to plan to get over to that tournament. Thanks for your time, Binky. Have a great day and a great week.
Enjoy the football.
Absolutely, I always do. Yeah, definitely.
Take care.
Coming up shortly, we're going to be looking at holidays, and I'm sure in an ideal world, we'd like for somebody else to sort of